Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 2 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, and welcome to Scrap Lift Saturday. I'm thrilled to be with you this morning. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, and we have a share today for my first Off the Board as opposed to a process for a couple of reasons. I'm recording this on the morning that it needs to go up. So I'm playing a little bit of catch up, but we're getting there, and I'm going to have a fairly quiet, scrappy day, I hope, today. So yesterday I got back from Mum's, and it was a little bit of a long one and a little bit of a more difficult one maybe. So I really just needed to sort of clear my head, get into my scrap space and play for a little bit, and I did this layout and I love it. This might be one of my favorite recent layouts. Now, you've seen this picture before, but before I am my friend, our lovely scrappy friend Miranda Weber, celebrated her 3,000 subbies here on YouTube. My goodness me, almost a month to the day. I think it was on the 4th of June, and I didn't get to play along, so I pinned this layout that you see up in the corner, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a layout that Miranda did for a design team spot over on Shimmers, and I absolutely loved it. So I pinned it, and I said, Miranda has been on YouTube for a long time. She's so talented, creative. She so deserved the 3,000 subbies, and I was sad to not be able to play along, but I knew I would get to it. So Miranda, I'm sorry, better late than never, and I hope I do you proud today with your absolutely gorgeous layout. So I started with the background, and now that I'm looking at this with you, I realize that I did not outline, and I was going to outline in navy, but I'm not sure now that I will. I think I quite like it just the way it is, because it is framed. Now, I used Vicky Bouton's Sweet Rush, and very little else. Well, in papers, I used nothing else. I then of course, went to my standbys, my flare, my lovely Nicole Jones 911 butterflies, and sequins. So I started my background with some mixed media, the way Miranda did, and I used the Paige Evans Star stencil. Miranda's is a little bit of a bigger format, but I quite like this. So I sort of did it in two spots. Now I realize here I've covered everything up. Oh well, you can see a little bit here and here, but I sort of got that, and I used the Nouveau Glacier paste in Iron Frost. I never know why it's really called that, because it's really a gorgeous navy. It's not a gray at all, but so I used these two on my background. And then I used some Shimmers, Mama Sings the Blues. As you know, that is one of my favorite navy mists. And I just did some splatters on my background. You've seen this photo before. This is the second time I scrap it. I used Sweet Rush for the first one as well, as these are going into my grandniece's album as well as Chloe's. I'm making her a little bit of a mini series album for the New York trip that they did. And I had already scrapbooked this one first, so here is the second time. And I don't know which will go in which album. We'll see that as we get a little closer to having them done. I just matted the photo with several bits of scraps that were on my desk. First of all, I gutted this lovely paper and used a scrap from the 6x8 of the same paper that I had on my desk, a little bit of a wider mat with this gorgeous paper. I had one of my Bella Boulevard besties in sort of this lovely turquoise. I just had a piece of it, so I popped it there. And then I popped, let's see, I had this, I don't have any of this left because I used it completely back to front, this little scrap here as well of Vicky Boone paper. Mounted that up on foam and got that there. About that, my friends. Therefore, as I said, mounted up on foam and got my photo down. Then I had these two. See, I had the gutted portion of this lovely paper and these beautiful, beautiful florals on the background, and I had a little piece of this one left. So I proceeded to do some fussy cutting, my friends. I fussy cut this large floral, this one here, this one here, this one here. I fussy cut the florals, just sat down, watched a little bit of Wimbledon while I was fussy cutting. So this is quite a frugal page as far as supplies go. Got those down, some parts flat to the page, some other parts popped up on foam to give some interest and dimension. I got a couple of stickers also from the Sweet Rush, this fun little peacock, and I really just took it for all the gorgeous colors back here, and then Loving This Day, which acts, of course, as the title. One gorgeous little Flaralicious piece, which is in the navy with some white sketchy hearts and some paler blue sketchy hearts. And then I have, been fussy cutting all of these gorgeous Nicole Jones 911 butterflies. They appear to be my new obsession. They've replaced flowers number 5, at least in the short term. I put them doesn't this look like just a gorgeous, gorgeous meadow? I love it. I love it. And then, of course, a layout is not done till we get the sequins. So I got my Easter egg hunt mix out, and I believe this is still actually available in the shop, and it's all of these gorgeous turquoise, teal. There was, of course, the yellow for the Easter eggs and different shades, and then a little bit more of a royal blue. So I just mixed the colors. I went for the larger ones though, so I got some more aqua I guess than turquoise, aqua, teal, yellow, and just dotted that about a little bit to just add a little bit of interest in the middle. So my friend Miranda, very, very late, but more than well-deserved congratulations on 3,000 subbies, which of course you have surpassed. I promise to be on time for 4,000, which I bet you won't be too long away. Make sure you pop on down below. I will have a link to everybody who is playing along with Off the Board. There is a lovely list that Crystal put together of those playing every day on specific days here and there. She has great confidence in me. She put me in the everyday. I've said 3 or 4 days. I'm going to try. I have always done it every day. But as I mentioned in my How to Kill a Kit with Style, Joey will be on holiday later in the month for a couple of weeks, so it might be a little dicey, but I am going to be here as much as I possibly can. And on Saturdays, of course, I will be combining it with May I Scrap Lift You, and that crew will be down below as well if they are not in the off the board list. I'm going to check that out. If everybody's in the off the board list, I will just put the off the board, but you will know that today, for those lovelies, it will be a scrap lift. And if they are not in the list, I will put both lists, my friends. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.